Twisty twist. Don't break. I broke. Ah. In this video, I'm really excited to try out heat treating on these whitewood bows I got here. They're bitternut hickory. I've heard that heat treating really helps enhance whitewood bows. I got a 42-pound bow here that I'm just gonna run a heat gun over and just wanna see what it does just by heating the belly, what kind of enhancement it may bring. Kind of experiment, which I love doing with these things. And for the 52-pound bow, I'm gonna start a fire in this pit and then reduce it to some coals and then just heat it and reflex it with just some basic tools. We're gonna start with the 42-pound and I'm gonna run it through the chronograph, and then afterwards, I'm gonna then see how it performs. When I went to heat treating, I would visually try to look at the color. I was looking for maybe like a dark brown, not a black, because I think black is too burnt. I think charring it isn't good, but about brown or dark brown is, you know, enough of the heat penetrated, but not damaging the belly or your bow. Before heat treating, I did throw my bow in a bow oven to help bring the moisture down. Wakey, wakey. It was like 16% or something, which is pretty high. And I heard that you don't want to heat treat with a high moisture content in your bow because it will crack or cause problems in your limb as you heat it. So I got both limbs all heat treated and they're all coated with some tung oil to hopefully help. I'm gonna set it aside to hopefully rehydrate back up because I did read that if you try to bend it right now, it could break. It'd be just safe just to let it come back up to relative humidity. And I really don't know if I got it the right, maybe I overheated it. Maybe it'll break because I know it puts more tension on the back when you do this, so. I was brainstorming some ideas about how to reflex this next bow. I got this stick here I found in the woods. It kind of had a slight curve in it. I just took my hatchet and carved it down to make kind of like a curve in it and I took this old bow to kind of judge a little bit what I wanted the bend, the reflex to look like. I did have a 2x4 here, but that's when I decided, let's try it with a little bit more cruder method. Kind of like you're around the camp, you're just out in the woods. Can you do this? I am a little bit nervous about this because the next bow I'm doing was one of my best bows I've tillered. Like, it came in pretty good and I don't really want to ruin it.
I think I'm calling something.
But I am excited to see if this helps improve the performance even further, but I don't have any other bows to try, so I gotta do it. I gotta try it and see what we could do with that one. Let's hope it works, and we're gonna start the fire right now. All right, here we go. My beautiful bow going in the fire. You know, you could put a marshmallow at the end of it while you're waiting, in case you get hungry. Definitely can see the benefit of this method is the whole entire limb is getting heated at the same time if you make a big enough fire. So that's kind of nice versus the heat gun. You just got to inhale smoke. Why does it always seem like when you're around a campfire, the smoke follows you? You can go to the other side and it'll go over there. Ready? Twisty twist. Don't break. I broke. Oh, right there. Dang it. Look at that. Man. Shoot. That was such a beautiful bow. Oh man, why? Maybe it was too dry, cooked it too long. It's not black or charred. Looked like a nice brown. Oh man, that really stinks. Look at that. I even see a picture of a guy doing something similar, so I'll have to make another bow and try this again because I want to figure it out. But that's kind of part of the process too, is to experiment. That's what I want to do on here. I want to learn how to do all this stuff. It cracked like halfway. Maybe it's my janky primitive club. Don't know what to think. Just feeling disappointed, you know. Maybe I should just stick with marshmallows. Browning my marshmallows, not my bows. Yeah, so the heat treat turned out really good. I think it really helped it, and I'm pretty sure it'll shoot really a lot faster. Just ignore the blue. That's just for decoration. I thought it'd look cool having some blue tape on there. So. Stupid bow. So I have another bow that I kind of forgot about that I made back in the winter time, a stick bow here that's roughly measuring around 42 pounds at 28 inches. This one is also shagbark hickory, not the bitter nut, so it's from a whole different tree. And because I kind of suspect that there was something with that wood being part of the failure. So I'm gonna go put this one through the same tests and see what we can do with heat treating this one. All right, second bow. Let's hope this one goes a little bit better this time. I'm hopeful for this bow. I think the shagbark's just gonna do better. I don't know why. Oh, it's getting actually brown pretty quick. I think fire could definitely be a destroyer of a lot of hours of work. Ooh, the heat's all the way up here. Hopefully you don't burn the string. If it does, I'm just gonna sit on it. Like a chicken trying to hatch its egg. All right, don't break. Okay, I did bring some shims because of the knots. I'm gonna put a couple shims in there. Like right here, I think. We don't want to hear a snap. Ooh, I am kind of nervous after that last bow. Okay. Didn't hear a snap. I should have some kind of reflex there. Okay, I'm gonna let this cool. I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna put some of that tung oil on it. I don't know if it kept any of it. So I did add in a little bit of reflex, not much. It basically took the set out. I had about 1 inch of set, and now it's a forward, maybe a 1/2 inch. It's about 1.5 inches, I guess. I wanted a little bit more, but maybe we'll just stick with that and try the other limb and see what just a small amount will do. This one's hard because it's got those knots in it too, those bumps. Those make it harder to work with. There was a small crack here and it opened up a little bit. I think it'll be okay though. But that crack was there originally during tillering. But I am happy though that it didn't break. I mean, it's hard to tell with all the dips and wiggles in it. I think we at least added in a slight reflex, at least hopefully took out the set that was existing, which is around an inch on one limb. It was like a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch on the other. So I'm gonna let this hydrate back up, get up to moisture, and then when it does, we're gonna film it and just see if we see an increase in performance. So it's been about 3 weeks because I've just been busy with work, but you don't think you need to wait quite that long to allow these to get back up to moisture. Probably a week would be fine, depending on your humidity. But either way, here I am out here, and I did make a few observations. One was with the bows, especially the flat bow, you can really see it, a concave in the belly. It seems like the heat like shrunk it down, and I hope that's a good thing, and that was kind of neat. The second observation I made was with the wood itself. The first 2 bows I heat treated were made out of the Bitternut Hickory batch. That was a tree I got last year from a friend. He gave it to me. It did have some growths on it that I think were called canker, but I didn't think much of it because the tree was alive. It seemed good. I cut it down, proceeded to split it into mini staves. And now looking back though, I kind of think that had something to do with the failure of that first bow, because if you look at the end of it, there's no growth rings on that last 1/4 inch or so. And I think maybe that disease had something to do with the developing rings or something like that. It just kind of made me think, oh wow, you gotta even look at the health of the tree, the health of the wood, another variable to add into bow making. All right, this is the Bitternut Hickory bow I did with the heat gun. So we're gonna see how it performs and try flexing it first. I don't think it's going to do very good because the other Bitternut Hickory broke. I don't expect this one to actually survive. I hear a crack. You hear it cracking? Oh yeah. It cracked a lot. Wow. Kind of wondered. It cracked a lot right there. Yeah, there's something with this wood. It's got a lot of belly cracks, and then it's got a splinter coming up on the back here, and it's really, really bent right here. I don't think it really did it. If anything, the heat treat hurt this batch of wood. But we still got the shagbark one, and we can try that one out and see how that one performs. Feels stronger. Well, I don't hear any cracks. That's good. Let's see what it is at 28. It's still only 40. So I didn't really gain any weight. Just over 40. Yeah, I kind of think so. Hmm? It didn't crack, it just had that crack from when we flexed it. We'll try shooting it, see what it does. It doesn't seem to like it gained any weight. So, I don't know. Might have done a poor job heat treating. I don't have much reflex, and I don't have much, or no weight gain. Actually, it might have lost 2 pounds. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, so far I don't see much results. Well, that was a underwhelming ending. I have one bow break, another bow collapsed and cracked, and then this bow absolutely made no difference to the heat treating. It's just part of the journey, I think. So I think the moral of the story is don't take heat treating lessons from me. I still have a lot to learn, a lot to think about and ponder about what to do different next time. If any of you guys have had success heat treating whitewood, love to hear it, love to read it. I appreciate the encouragement and everybody sharing their ideas too. And now I also realize I gotta figure out what to do with 30 staves that have DK on the back of them. So that'll be fun too. So lots of things I learned and humbling experience. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.
So what was the lesson you learned?
The lesson I learned? I don't know. Yet to be discovered.